I'm doing a rant on criminal and cult leader Charles Manson, who died on November 19th at the age of 83. Died of cardiac arrest resulting from respiratory failure and colon cancer. The 1960s was known as the decade of love. It wasn't the decade of love anymore in the last year of the 1960s in 1969 in the summer when Manson formed a commune, quote, the Manson family, unquote, sending his followers to kill people. And apparently they got a joy out of it. They got a joy out of killing people for whatever sick reason. There's nothing funny or joyful about killing people. And apparently this was all due to a race war between blacks and whites. And because of this race war, whenever they would commit the crimes, they would like blame it on black people, like thinking that black people did it. And it's like, really? Seriously? You're going to get the blacks in trouble? Manson and his followers would take over America and was named the insurrection Helter Skelter. Yeah, the same name of that song from the Beatles from their White Album. Manson met Beach Boys drummer Dennis Wilson. The pair recorded a few tracks. Manson tried to set up a record contract with producer Terry Melcher, but the deal did not happen. Manson, so angry he arrived at the house at 150 CeeLo Drive to confront him. Melcher had moved and the house belonged to Sharon Tate and her husband Roman Polanski, where they was renting it. Manson was told to leave. So basically Charles Manson knew of Sharon Tate. He must have first saw her when he arrived at the house. But he wasn't, it sounded like he wasn't aware of her as Sharon Tate, the upcoming actress. And either way, I'm sure he obviously wouldn't give a damn if he knew about her being an actress or not. He pretty much didn't give a damn about anybody. He just sent his little minions to kill people. That's all he cared about. Unfortunately, Sharon Tate didn't become popular until after her death, since Charles Manson sent all his little minions to go kill people. Had she not passed away, I'm sure she would have gotten popular, and she was obviously on her way to that popularity. It's just that at that time when she was alive in the 1960s, she wasn't very well known or popular. And that's quite sad that she became popular because of her death. So the crimes all started in the summer, started off in July 1st, 1969. Manson shot and killed Bernard Crowe, a black drug dealer, at his apartment. Then on July 25th, 1969, Manson sent some people to Gary Hinman's house to persuade him to turn over money. Manson thought Hinman had inherited. He was hostage for 2 days, then Manson showed up with a sword, slashing his ear, then stabbed Hinman to death. And then somebody like used some of Hinman's blood and wrote political pig. Now when they say pig, it means rich people. Next, Manson would send the 3 women, actually 4 women, a part of the Manson family, but we'll get to the 4th woman in a minute. But he sent the 3 women, a part of his Manson family, Susan Atkins, some woman named Linda, and Patricia Katie Krenwinkel, to Melcher's former home and kill everyone who was there that night on August 9th, 1969. So apparently he was telling them, I don't care who the hell is in that house, I want you to kill them. And obviously it sounds like he was just trying to get revenge on Terry Melcher, because he never, called him back up to set up a record contract. Oh, boo-hoo. Okay, I get it, but Charles Manson, you don't freaking go around getting revenge by sending your little minions to go kill some people for revenge, for you to feel better. You sick son of a... The people that were there were actress Sharon Tate and her friends, unfortunately. They were next. No! The Manson family arrived at the house, entering the front door. and stabbed them. Sharon Tate, who was 8.5 months pregnant at the time, she was 2 weeks from giving birth to a baby boy. She even pleaded to be allowed to live long enough to have her baby be born. Also offered herself as a hostage to save her unborn child's life. Did they allow her to live long enough to have her baby? Unfortunately not. Apparently it was like, we don't give a rat's ass about you pleading or for your baby to be born. We don't care about you at all. The point is, we were sent from Charles Manson to do our duty for him, and we're going to do it.
She asked me to let her baby live.
What'd you say to her?
I told her that I didn't have any mercy on her.
She was stabbed like 16 times. And as she was stabbed, she cried, "Mother! Mother!" So it was either Susan Atkins or Charles Watson that stabbed her. Either way, it was effed up. And then Susan Atkins wrote "pig" on the house's front door in Sharon Tate's blood. I also heard that one of the Manson family were thinking about cutting her stomach open and like take the baby away from Sharon. Like just take it away from her. But obviously that didn't happen and the baby died along with Sharon. So I guess they're like, F it, you know what, we're just gonna, stab her because we like stabbing people, we like killing people. Sick, just sick. Who would want to kill a pregnant woman who was expecting to bring a child into the world? That's messed up. The very next day, August 10th, in the early morning hours, Manson sends them again to go kill more people. They killed this couple, this poor couple, Leno and his wife, Rosemary LaBianca. Watson and Charles Manson, they show up to the house, they wake up Leno, but they got him at gunpoint. And then, they say that we're not going to hurt you. We promise we're not going to hurt you. We're just going to rob you. Well, that was a bunch of lie of bull crap because you still stabbed the man. Unfortunately, he screamed, "Stop stabbing me." And then you stopped stabbing him. And then, unfortunately, they stabbed his wife. Watson, Krenwinkel, and the one chick I want to talk about, Leslie Van Houten. They stabbed the poor woman 41 times. 41 times. That is too much. Why would you stab her 41 times? What? That doesn't make any sense. What, did they take turns stabbing her 41 times? Sick. Just hearing about this and Charles Manson himself, it just pisses me off. I am just enraged about this. So after that, Watson finished stabbing him, and then he carved the word "war" into Leno's stomach. Then Krenwinkel stabbed him a number of times and left a carving fork protruding from his stomach and a steak knife from his throat. What? Then the girls wrote like a message in Leno's blood, "Death to pigs," and "Rise" was written on the living room wall, and "Helter Skelter" was written on the refrigerator door. And get this, after they killed them, they remained in the house, but then they started eating some food from the refrigerator, play with a couple of their dogs, and then they shower before hitchhiking back to their ranch. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. But they eventually were all arrested, and Charles Manson, his Manson family crew, got no parole. Thank God. Oh wait, I'm sorry. The Leslie Van Houten chick, she was granted parole. So looks like she's been released from prison. Oh really? Really? Everybody else locked up, but she granted parole. I'm done. I'm done. Sharon Tate was 26 when murdered. She was hailed as one of the most Hollywood's most promising newcomers. and they caused her movie career to get cut short. Her career started in 1961 until, of course, her death in 1969. She would be 74 going on 75 next month, right now, and I think she would have had a nice movie career. From what I heard, Sharon Tate looked like she was going to be the next Marilyn Monroe. Look at Sharon Tate. This is a picture of Sharon Tate. The woman was gorgeous, absolutely stunning. And these sick people murdered this stunning looking woman when she was pregnant, 8 months pregnant, and she was 2 weeks away from giving birth to her baby boy. They was on that bull crap. That's messed up. And here's a picture of her a day before she died. This was taken in the afternoon in her backyard on August 8th, where she, still pregnant, hours before she died, because they weren't murdered until after midnight. Google, anything else on the internet, they need to get rid of pictures of Sharon Tate murdered with blood all over her body and whatnot. They need to get rid of that. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see poor Sharon Tate murdered with blood all over her body when pregnant. Nobody wants to see that. Get rid of it. Now Manson is gone while everybody else is still alive. Oh, well, except Susan Atkins. This is a picture of her. She died in 2009. So this ugly skank is gone. I'm sorry I said that, but this whole thing is pissing me off. But everybody else still alive. Here's pictures of the others they're part of the Manson family. The woman Linda is still alive. So is Patricia, Katie Krenwinkel, and Charles Tex Watson. Screw Charles Manson and his whole Manson family for killing people, killing Sharon Tate and her friends and all the others that they killed. No one had sympathy when Manson died. I'm sure Sharon Tate fans and others were like, good riddance, and they probably told him, enjoy your dirt nap, punk, and whatnot. No one's going to see him in immemorial videos. He doesn't deserve it. And I remember watching one immemorial video for this year, 2017. Someone asked about Charles Manson. What about Charles Manson? And I'm like, dude, why would he be in an immemorial video? The dude sent people to kill others for revenge or whatnot. Are you telling me somebody deserves to be in an immemorial video for doing that? That's like putting Osama bin Laden in an immemorial video. Come on, man.
I never told anybody to do anything other than what they wanted to do.
And if they wanted to do murder, that was okay with you?
That was none of my business, woman. I'm a convict. I'm an outlaw. I'm a rebel. I'm not a Sunday school teacher.
Oh, shut the hell up, Charles Manson. What you got up your ass? Look how angry and bitter he is. I didn't get that record deal contract. So what? Should have found a way to deal with it and moved on. You could have done something else, productive, nothing to include violence. Sharon Tate's sister said she prayed for Charles Manson's soul. Okay, if you want to pray for his soul, be my guest. I mean, whatever. What's stopping you? But remember, the man sent his crew to murder your sister and her friends. So tell me your thoughts on Charles Manson and him going around killing all those people. And I'm sure you obviously didn't have no remorse for him.